November, around Thanksgiving. December, I was going to record just to give some updates on like how that orthodontic appointment went. Anyways, in December, I'm still not doing the best. I just wasn't able to be in the right mind frame, I think, to record, and it just wasn't a good time to be recording. I tried, so other things came up and I had to take care of, and then hopefully get some footage while I'm in here of what he's doing. I think the last time that I actually recorded at the orthodontist is when I actually had my braces put on. That's one of the first braces videos that I have, if you guys are interested in seeing that, of actually how they're put on. But for now, I am almost there. So, oh, I'm turning the wrong way. And again, with the sun in here, I don't know if you can see or not. They probably look teal. Can't really tell. But anyways, they are a navy blue. You probably can't really see them very well. I'm not sure. I like that color. Looks so weird with no bands.
Yep. Hello.
Okay, and that was a quick orthodontist follow-up. He did not change any of my wires, and sorry about the end of the footage there. I had to put my camera down. There was other patients that were waiting to be seen. Right now, I did have to come to this appointment on my lunch hour. They did go ahead and put new bands around all the brackets. Today, I got Icy Pearl Teal, I think he called it. I think I'm kind of iffy about taking this color now after seeing it. I keep hearing about how the lighter colors tend to fade quicker than the darker ones. I have yet to have black. I had a dark teal when I first got braces, and then I went to a light, more of a medium shade of like a hot pink, and then I went to that navy blue, and then I thought I wanted back in that teal again, and I like this icy pearl when I looked at it, but it'll be just something I'll have to get used to. And then your next visit, the bottom wire will be a heavier gauge, and it'll match what's on the top. He said your bottom teeth are still a little sensitive. I don't want to do that just yet. Okay, so what I was trying to say, sorry about that. I was trying to pull into somewhere. And just really quick before I close out, because like I said, I went to the orthodontist appointment on my lunch hour today, so I don't have much time to record at the moment. But this evening, I plan on recording more today. Like I said, he didn't have to change the actual wires themselves. He just removed the other bands. The that are not the elastics. I don't have those yet, but these are the O-rings that go around your brackets. He took the navy blue ones off because after they're on there for anywhere between 4 to 8 weeks, because I go every 6 so far, they lose their elasticity, and he said, I'm just going to reactivate the wire. And had to tell me this before, and I thought that didn't really, I didn't know what good that did, but it actually does. When they put new bands on, they're tighter, so that it presses that wire that's in between each of your brackets. It just presses it up against your upper and lower arch, and causing the teeth to shift where he needs them to move. And he did go around and check it. It is indeed several hours later. It is actually the following day. After I had recorded yesterday, I had went back to work because I had, as I had stated, I had done that. I had went to the orthodontist appointment during my lunch hour, and then work got really busy. I had to work over, and as I mentioned, I would go ahead and fill you in on what happened on my November appointment, and that was a follow-up for me that would have been the week after Thanksgiving, and let's see, that would have been on, I think, November 26th is when that appointment was supposed to have been. I had called them on November 19th, just complaining about just a wire that I wanted to have clipped. I wanted to see if I could come in during my lunch hour and just have that clipped. It was in, I think, my upper right arch where the end of the wire was there was excessive wire that needed to just be clipped off. And for any of you that have been in braces, understand of how annoying that can be, no matter if you're eating, brushing your teeth, or even just talking. That wire's constantly catching on the inside of your gum, and it can really tear it up. So, but anyways, I got there. They had clipped that off, and he then handed me the colored bands that go around all your brackets and said, go ahead and choose a color. And I said, so what's happening? And he just said, well, we'll just go ahead and make this your appointment for November. You're just a week early, but that's okay. You're still right on schedule as to where I need you to be. So that's when I had picked out those navy blue bands. And then he went ahead and took all the, at that time I had pink rings around all my O-rings around my brackets. He took those off, and then he changed the wire on the upper arch to a heavier gauge because he said he wanted to start moving the upper arch, the teeth on the upper arch a little more. And then on the bottom, he had just left the same wire, and then again, clipping that excessive wire. Okay, and then the next thing that he wanted to do was talk about a coil spring, which I don't know if any of you have ever had a coil spring that have had braces or if you are in braces right now. I just recently started reading up a little bit more about the coil springs. I didn't expect for him to bring the coil springs up. He had put a passive coil spring on my upper arch on the left side, on the wire in between two brackets to sustain the space that he wants between those two teeth. And there are 3 different types of coil springs from what I understand, and don't quote me on this, but I think an open coil spring is to put on the wire in between 2 teeth that will actually, as the orthodontist needs it to, open up the space between those 2 teeth. And there is a closed coil spring, hence the name. It will close a gap or a space between 2 teeth. And again, I have a passive one where he is wanting to sustain the space that is in between these 2 teeth. And with that being said, because I had a tooth extracted, again, it's on my upper left arch, and I am crossing my fingers, but he discussed in November with me, which is what I was saying after I was there for just an emergency of what I thought was going to go in and get that wire clipped that was excessive on the other upper right side, rubbing on against my cheek. The really traumatic, I think, to me, information he could have said, and which he did, was maybe looking at a possible another extraction on my upper right arch to match the missing tooth across from it, straight across. And I really told him I do not want to get extractions at all. And I mentioned that during our consultation. That's really something that I'm not even wanting to pursue. If there's anything we can do to not have to do extractions, I'm willing to do it. I don't care what it is. But one thing I will have to say really fast is if he does have to have an extraction, one of my top upper right teeth that will be straight across from the upper left, the only saving grace to that, or silver lining I should maybe call it, is I do have an overbite and an overjet. With that being said, my overbite and my overjet is pretty apparent, so that would be, again, my only silver lining. Of if you did remove those two teeth, I do know that since the overbite and the overjet is so apparent, that when he does eventually continue to keep moving the top front teeth, because of the overbite, kind of, it's hard to do in a car here, but the overbite, the teeth, should be straight up and down, but mine are an overbite and kind of fan out like an overjet. So with that being said, he's going to try to pull those in so they're straight. So if he has two molars that are extracted, across from each other on the roof, on the top upper arch, with him shoving the front teeth, pulling them backwards, it would fill in those spaces, is what he's hoping. So that's the gist of that. So yeah, the November appointment does have me kind of worried. And then I know I kind of did this video in reverse order of doing my January ortho appointment, which, as you saw, was very quick. Pretty much sustaining my teeth in the positions that they're at, just tightening them up a little bit. So since yesterday's appointment, I do feel like all of my teeth are just kind of in a tight, and like in a vice, hurting a little bit today to eat. Other than that, I'm not really in much pain at all. No pain reliever needed. So yeah, I'm pretty worried about what my future holds here, but I'm going to fight strong to not have to have any extractions. So sorry that this video was kind of lengthy. I am doing my best now to start getting my videos put together a little quicker. Sometimes they do take more than just one day to get recorded. And, there's editing that has to go into it. Okay, so I hope that is a good recap as far as what happened in November. And please keep your fingers crossed for me that I don't have any extractions, or if I do, he has explained the reason of my overbite and overjet. I'm maybe fortunate that with him adjusting that, it's eventually that will then allow him to be able to close those gaps. But again, we'll see. I got kind of a complicated case, and I think the orthodontists like that. Maybe a challenge for them. It almost seems like anyone that I know that goes to an orthodontist, you go in there, they are going to brace you. And they have all kinds of plans. They're all up for a challenge for sure. So I hope that you found this video helpful. If you did, if you could please hit that like button, I would greatly appreciate it. And if you would like to follow along with my journey and be in the know of when I post a new video, please hit that subscribe button and hit that notification bell next to the subscribe button. And also I will have my other links for my social medias down below if you would like to follow me there as well, to have more of my daily or weekly updates. And if you have any questions regarding my journey, or if you know of any information that would be of help to me, I love conversing with my subscribers, so I can get kind of long-winded. I'm working on that, so I will see you in my next video. Thank you so much. Bye. Okay, so I got to thinking after I closed this video out, I just forgot to let you know that I'm going to insert some pictures at the end of this video showing that passive coil spring. And I know that I briefly just covered the 3 coil springs that I know of. I don't know if there could be more, and that's just quick literature that I have read on all 3. If he has to put another coil spring in, you know, I just want a little information on it ahead of time, so I might want to know what does that look like and where is it placed. So I'll insert some pictures, and then also try to gather some pictures of so far of what my braces have looked like and how the transformation has taken place. I don't feel like my teeth have moved an abundance amount, but I haven't been in my braces very long. So thank you again, and I hope you have a great day or a great night, whatever it may be for you. Thanks. Bye.